I'll never forget the day I stepped into my first big leadership role. On paper, I was ready. I had the experience, I had the training, I had the results. But the moment I sat at that table, surrounded by people I once admired, everything changed. My past achievements were gone from my memory. My confidence was shaken. And all I could think was, what if I fail? What if they realize I probably don't belong here? That's what imposter syndrome does. It makes you forget who you are and blinds you to the very strengths that got you there. In this video, I'll share the moment I almost let imposter syndrome silence me, and how I found my voice again, and the practical steps that helped me speak up with confidence so that you can as well. That first leadership meeting felt like walking into a spotlight I didn't ask for. I was asked to present an idea, and my heart was racing. For a split second, I almost stayed quiet, but I pushed through and spoke. And to my surprise, people listened. They nodded. They built on my idea. That moment taught me two things. First, that my voice had value, even when I doubted it. And second, that fear doesn't disappear before we act. It usually leaves after we act. And the truth is, winning that one moment did not erase the doubts fully. I had to face them again and again. Every time I walked into a new role, a bigger room, or a higher stakes conversation, the doubts came back. And every time, the choice was the same. Do I stay silent or speak anyway? And each time I chose to speak, my confidence grew stronger. Here's the tricky part about imposter syndrome. It convinces you that your wins don't count. Psychologists say it's when we internalize failure but externalize success. We tell ourselves our achievements were luck or timing or someone else's help. But when we make mistakes, we take that as evidence that we are not good enough. And here's another insight. Imposter syndrome often shows up most when we are leveling up. It's not a sign of weakness. It's usually proof that we are stretching into new territory. Think about it. You really don't feel like an imposter doing something that you have mastered, something that you've gotten used to. You feel it when you're growing, and that discomfort is the signal that you're exactly where you should be. You simply need to stretch. Here are 3 ways to speak up with confidence. Firstly, remind yourself of your track record. You didn't get here by accident. Get a journal, write down your wins, big or small. I started keeping a confidence file, emails, feedback, recognition, completed projects. On the tough days, that reminder was fuel for me. Secondly, reframe doubt as growth. Now, when imposter feelings show up, I don't see them as proof I don't belong. I see them as proof I'm growing. I guess they're just like me. You really don't enjoy paying your taxes, right? Even though you have to. I guessed as much. And in the same vein, discomfort is a tax that we pay for growth. Thirdly, build your voice in safe spaces. Confidence is like a muscle. I practice in smaller settings, team huddles, one-on-ones, before tackling the bigger rooms. Even small rep made the bigger challenges less intimidating because you're prepared. And here's this quote: the most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. Well said by Amelia Earhart. Speaking up is not about being flawless. It's about being present and authentic. So the next time that voice whispers you don't belong here, remind yourself you've worked too hard to let that silence you. Someone in that room is waiting for your perspective. Okay? Now, I'd love to hear from you. Where has imposter syndrome held you back? And what is one step you will take this week to speak up with confidence? Drop it in the comments and I'll be cheering you on. Here's another action for you. Why don't you pick up one meeting this week where you will normally hold back and commit to sharing just one idea or thoughts? That's how confidence is built, one moment at a time. And if you're ready to silence self-doubt and grow your voice, I would love to walk that journey with you. Why don't you book a one-to-one coaching session with me via my website? You've got this.